Hi everyone, this is Chef Mark with Appliance Factory Fine Lines, and I'm at our Zuni location of Fine Lines to talk to you about air fry. Maybe you've heard about air fry. Of course you've heard about air fry, the healthy alternative to deep frying. So let's talk about what deep frying is before we start talking about what air frying is. Deep frying is a dry cooking method. Wait, it's a big vat of oil. Isn't oil wet? Well, oil is very dry. Water can't exist in oil. They don't mix. If you've ever seen a deep fryer in a commercial restaurant, if you get any water in it, it wants to just almost explode. So you have to be very, very careful around deep fryer. And I love deep fryers because I love fried food. French fries, chicken wings, chicken tenders. I think it all tastes great. But having a fryer at home sometimes isn't very practical. Having a vat of hot oil certainly isn't very safe or economical. So that leads us to air frying. What is it, and why do you want it in your home? Well, air frying is typically in the past has been a countertop appliance. It's egg-shaped. You put your food in a little hopper, you add a little bit of oil, and when you turn the machine on, a fan atomizes that oil, spreads it around your food, giving you amazing crispiness on your French fries and your chicken wings and all those things that we love. I have a friend who makes chocolate cake in their air fryer. It comes out great. It's essentially a portable convection oven. The appliance manufacturers said, wait a minute, we already have fans, we already have heat. Let's add that feature to our appliances. So I'm going to start with Decor because I think they've got a really great solution here. On their upper oven, this is a combination oven. It's both a convection and a microwave and a broiler. You can see it's got quite a bit of features here, but healthy fry. So I mentioned I love chicken wings. So here we go. It tells you what to do. It uses use even plate on the high rack in 8 minutes. So you can see here it's got a high rack and this nonstick plate. You put your food on there and you set it way up here. Why would you want your food so high? Because that's where the hot air gets forced down. When you turn on air fry on this particular oven, what it does is it redirects the air from the back of the oven, which is where a typical convection fan will run, and it forces it out the top through some pinholes that are machined into the top of this unit here, pushing hot air down at a pretty rapid pace. I don't know pressure or speed or anything like that. I'm sure I could find that somewhere, but all you need to know is hot air blasting down on your food. So to get the best results out of an air fryer, I have found it's best to squirt some oil, a light oil like vegetable oil or maybe grapeseed oil, onto your food first, and that'll help kind of crisp it up because we're not atomizing oil like we are in a traditional countertop air fryer. Really, it's just forced hot air hitting the food and crisping it up. I've had some food out of the air fry feature on this oven, and I think it comes out great. All the different manufacturers have a slightly different solution to their air frying. Let's go take a look at a couple different appliances and what their solution is as well. We're seeing air fry in a variety of appliances. Here we have a freestanding range, and it has an air fry feature on it, an air fry button right here. And what that does is, again, redirects the air. So in a traditional convection oven, here's your convection fan, that fan will pull the air into the back of the oven, and the air will circulate, come back around the front, and will circulate kind of from back to front. What they're doing is reversing the direction of that fan and pushing all the air out onto your food. So when you use an air fryer in an oven like this, you want to make sure that you have your food right in front of the fan. So that's another way we're seeing air fry feature. Again, it's just moving hot air over the food, and the same tips apply. Go ahead and squirt a small amount of oil onto your fried food for best results. Recently, Cafe Appliances, also a GE product, they had kind of a fun update. If you have your range hooked up to Wi-Fi on some of the models, air fry just appeared one day. And what they were able to do was kind of reprogram the way the fan and the heating elements work to offer air fry, and they sent an over-the-air update, and one day a bunch of people woke up, suddenly had that feature. So that's kind of exciting. We're seeing air fry in more and more appliances and at every price point. Everything from a standard freestanding range all the way up to a beautiful built-in wall oven. Air fry is here. It's a great feature. Is it right for you? I think so. But what if you don't have air fry and you want the same results? Well, I would recommend using your convection fan, setting your oven at a high temperature, 450 degrees convection, placing your food on a rack, so a mesh rack over a sheet pan, and placing that food in your oven after you squirt it with a little bit of oil. You're going to get similar results, maybe not as great as having that hot air directed towards your food, and maybe not as great as the countertop appliance. I think the countertop appliance honestly does the best job, but it's such limited. It's limited by the amount of food it can do at a time, and they also tend to take a while. And I don't know anybody who has extra counter space for such a large appliance. So I love the air fry feature. I think it's something that if you're shopping for new appliances, regardless of brand, most of the manufacturers are offering that day, and I think that's something that you might love having in your kitchen. This is Chef Mark with Appliance Factory Fine Lines. As always, thanks for tuning in. Online or locally, save at ApplianceFactory.com. Click the link to learn more.